My name is Nicholas Gata, and I work with Jackson and Aria to help accomplish our goal for this Capstone Project. Our goal was to influence students into doing some sort of STEM or robotic related activities. Jackson and I first came up with this idea because we both love STEM. Jackson and I are both in very rigorous courses, and on top of that we are both in the robotics program, so we wanted to teach others about the benefits, and also we wanted to help teach kids about what goes on in the robotics program and the STEM fields. We had planned to accomplish this goal by presenting our ideas on STEM and robotics to a group of kids in some sort of after-school activity, even in elementary school, or some sort of grouping of kids that we could present our ideas on. Starting in the summer break of 2024, Jackson and I both came up with this idea, and we planned to reach out to schools and see how they would respond. We started with a place like Ramsey Page, and Aria had emailed them, and we were just waiting on a response from them. And then after summer break, we had heard back from them, and we communicated with them, and we were planning to meet up with them to see what we could do. We went to go meet up with them, and we got volunteer forms. We needed to fill them out and get them back to them as soon as possible. Not even a week later, I would say, that they had emailed us and told us that we needed a parental guardian, which is no problem. We can just get one of our parents to hold it, and we'd be back on track. We asked Ari if he could help. He gladly helped. He said his mom was more than happy to do it, and so we let them know, and we never heard back from them. This is our first problem, and kind of a big setback for us, because we'd planned everything, we had everything ready to go, and then they just pulled out on us. Bouncing back from that, we had tried to brainstorm more ideas of other schools or activities to go to, and Jackson had the idea to go to St. Francis. When we had reached out to St. Francis, we had emailed them, and almost in the same day they had responded, saying they would gladly have us over there. And that was such a relief to hear, because with what we had just gone through, we had gone through about 3 months of time just pretty much wasted. We were planning on going, and it was just a bummer. So now that we had St. Francis, it was about the end of winter break now, and Jackson and I started planning, and we had gotten our presentation ready. In this presentation, we had ideas about STEM, FIRST robotics, and a couple fun activities that you will see later that we did with them. And we started off the day with FIRST Robotics Showcase and what that could be. And FIRST Robotics is a program for kids and robotics competitions, and it is what holds most of youth robotics competitions. We then went on to the robot showcase, which you will see very soon, of Jackson, Matthew, and I's robot for this year's upcoming competition for the first robotics competition that they host. And then after that, we went into my presentation where I talked about the applications of STEM, and for the most part, just the very importance of what STEM is in today's world. After I had presented, we told them we were going to be doing a paper airplane activity that could help build teamwork, which is very important in the STEM fields. And so we handed them all paper, and we prompted them with seeing who could make the best paper airplane, which would go the farthest. So we had set up, we'd given everybody their paper, and we took about 5 minutes to see what they can come up with, and we put a piece of tape down, and we had prompted the kids to come up one by one and throw their paper airplane. The goal of this exercise was to stress the importance of teamwork and team building, and seeing how they can overcome obstacles together, which is very important in the STEM fields today. With the video you're going to see the kids come up, they're going to throw their paper airplanes, and we're going to measure the distance that they had thrown them. Some kids had thrown it very far, and some kids had not thrown it very far, but that was because some of the people that had worked together, they got the paper airplanes thrown farther, and some of them that didn't work together, they went shorter. We ended the day by thanking all the kids and answering any questions that they had, which was a lot more than we had anticipated. They went out for about 7 minutes asking questions, mostly because they didn't want to go to class, but they were also some good questions asking about the robotics program that we had, FIRST robotics, and more stuff about STEM related activities. As we were leaving, we took a picture together, and the robotics head department person Mrs. Stay School, had thanked us for our visit and was greatly appreciative of our presentation to the kids and enjoyed it very much. What you are seeing now is a quick presentation of what the day looked like and just a quick slideshow. Overall, our goal with this capstone project, I would say, was accomplished because our goal was to teach kids about robotics and STEM and give them an interactive presentation that they would take something away from. We aim to inspire and teach others about the robotics program and also the applications of STEM. We were able to teach the kids not really teach, but more inspire them to seeing the benefits of joining the robotics program towards Vero, because most of the St. Francis kids will probably be going towards Vero, so when Jackson, Matthew, and I leave, that there will be something for them to take over and they will help continue what we started, and hopefully we will be able to have developed the robotics club by then, but that is a work in progress with Jackson and I, and we are currently still working on the robot this year, and we are hoping that everything goes well. And overall, our goal with this project, in my eyes, was accomplished. This is because we had reached out to kids and taught them about the robotics program that many schools offer, and we had taught them about STEM applications in the world today. Our goal was aimed to help inspire and teach others about the robotics programs and also applications of STEM. And more importantly, I think we went above and beyond our goal because we were able to raise $100 towards the robot that we have this year and use it for our robotics competition coming up in the upcoming month. After we had presented, St. Francis had gifted us $100 as a donation to go towards our robot for this year. This donation was a great surprise to us because we had no idea that it was coming, and we had no plans to raise money for our capstone project. This money could then be put towards the robot that we were building this year, and could help make the robot better for the competition.